Hey, Lily, this is looking really great. Um, the weight and the colors, the locations of these things, the font pairings, they're all looking really great. The selection here, um, when we click on this, I think you want this to be in the same font as Art Productions and maybe same color. I think that would work well on your headers. This looks like we have an issue here. So even if there's something there, we can't see it. So the user, might be confused. The spacing looks great. I wonder if this should be film editor specializing in horror, but try both. And this is working too. It's probably down here also. No, that's fine. It's working. The image is working. Okay. It's all right. You think about it. If it gets any longer, you're going to want a little bit of a break there, paragraph break, but you kind of do. And then you have one sentence by itself, which isn't typical, but overall it's working. So, let's not mess with anything that's working. Yeah, good. Left align. You've got just the right amount of padding for this particular font. You can see it's almost the same. Is that button identical? It may be. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah. It looks similar enough to me. It's probably identical. And there's that situation there. But everything's linked up and everything's looking good. Yeah. It's coming together. Great job. Okay, this one was different in that when I go to look at the mobile, it's giving me the desktop. So I wonder, I'm going to try going back to the desktop, finding something that's not quite as busy, maybe, and let's see if this is still occurring. Okay, a little better there, I think. Let's see what happens when I go to the home page. Nope, it does this. So maybe I'll have to look at this on a mobile site. Maybe this is how you have it bracketed. I'm not sure there. Okay, so you will need to, restyle this, right? Because this is broken off. And this might be too fine of a stroke for this size. Okay, it might not reduce well, so think about that. Maybe a bold is all it would need. These are working. I wish we could see this, but I can guess what it says. Good. This is hard to read, right? Those things matter. Even if you took it out for a thumbnail, if you took a screenshot of this, made it your thumbnail, a large screenshot, and Photoshop that out to put that here, there's all sorts of solutions. Okay. Okay. Do we want this fixed to where when we scroll or have it scroll with everything? Let's see. Great. Perfect. This might be pretty small when we're, reduced a little bit more. Great. Okay. Good, good. Yeah, this is the thing. I think you want it to scroll with. Maybe not freeze that. But you do want that because you've got a lot of scrolling going on. Maybe in that case, you put this up here instead of in your header. But in your header, it's going to be on every page. You would have to put it on every page. Okay. A lot of scrolling. You'll need a menu to go back up, a button. Okay. So these two fonts work together. Okay. All right. These look like they could be sharper. And, you know, keep in mind about what's going to go on with this TikTok. All right. Colors look great. You know, it's just this. We need to work on overlapping font, right? All right. Good job. Leslie, remember you need to proof this. This should be the word realized instead of resized. Okay? And essentially, this is what you have. And you have this, which is great, but we don't have, from what I can tell, and this needs to be much larger. From what I can tell, I still don't have examples of your work. So let's take this block out. We need some sort of contact page. So we're basically just going to, well, it's here. Bring that down. But it's okay. It's at the end. This is so basically you've got a page with your contact at the bottom, which would not need to have this many pages, but you do need more content. So you do need a content page. All right, works page. All right. All right, Mark. Working, the aesthetic is good, and see, this is scrolling, which will be okay if we don't have a lot of scrolling, and we don't. So there it is. Good. This can't be red, so hopefully that's not important, and I don't think it is, but this looks good. The colors are working. Okay, so it's possible that there was an image that okay, if this image isn't changing, then okay, this image doesn't change, and we probably should take it out. It's taking a while to load. It could be that, you know, it's the film that's doing it, but I want to make sure your home and your film page are not identical. I do like your home page. I think maybe when you go to films, you could do something about that background and maybe yeah, I would take that image out. That image needs to come out for sure. And probably have some another sample there. Okay. So you need to make a choice of where you want to use this image. Probably not here. This is great as a brand and as, you know, a film itself, but I think a picture of you would be good here. A nice black and white that's got kind of a dark background, maybe just a little front lighting, side light or something would be good. This font, this is better. Okay, that works better than, yeah, this font. So we don't want to repeat the same image because it also confuses people as to whether or not they've changed pages. We want to make sure that that has enough contrast, and this to read. This is the font that's working. That works. Yeah, and if this is a photo of yours, then, do you have more of it, like the horse? The horse head or something would be good, and then it would look like a different photo if you have that. All right. I would make these either black or gray, something like that. And, that will work with your aesthetic, all right? But it feels good. Jamie, perfectly laid out here. I love the fonts. You might want a little more face here, but everything else being so well designed and the image being such a quality image, you actually get away with it. Okay, so that took time to load. This took time to load, so that needs to be optimized. Yeah, all those need to be optimized. Okay. Optimize this one. Such a great shot. Good. All right. Okay, so this would either say having seen or seeing what photography and cinematography. Okay. Great. Okay. I like that. That's a nice way to have your testimonials there. The user has an option to peruse through them without having to scroll if they're in a hurry or don't want to do that. All right. Excellent job. Looks great. All right, everybody, these are really looking good. I hope that you continue to, make the little adjustments that you need. And when it comes together, you should be very happy to share your work with someone. All right. All right. Good job.